3 rounds of discussion with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from a Zoom call in Columbia, South Carolina, Matthew, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. And his opponent from a Zoom call in Atlanta, Georgia, Daniel, aka the Executioner. Take it away, Matthew.
Thank you, Jesse, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition
Episode
of
4.
5.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Of At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit
And the Executioner, Daniel Travis. What is up, losers?
We got a great show for you today, if technology permits.
We will see.
Today, we are talking about, and unfortunately, some people may not like this, but
who cares?
Yeah, there's more news with WWE than any other wrestling promotion, I kind of feel like. So, today, WWE NXT employees, that's plural people, say it's no fun to work there anymore.
Oh, boy.
And we have a quote from the answer that I will say when we cover that topic.
Article number 2.
Article number 2 is the potential dropping of the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. And finally, War Games is this Sunday. You know what that means, people? Prediction battle time, baby.
I'm gonna win this time, I hope.
And we'll discuss the punishment during that segment. But for now, let's move begin on to our first topic.
Topic number 1.
Topic number 1, as I said literally a few seconds ago, is NXT employees saying it's not fun to work there anymore.
Honestly?
And do you want me to read a quote from the Ringside News article? Go check them out.
Go ahead.
NXT has struggled to gain viewership, or gain interest from viewers, since rebranding as NXT 2.0. The dramatic change took what was widely agreed to be one of the best pro wrestling shows on television in a completely different direction. Many completely rejected the idea from the start, but those who gave it a chance are often left unsatisfied with the product.
Now, I find that quite interesting because from the clips that I see online of NXT's, I hate to say this, but I've kind of lost interest in NXT because it doesn't really feel like the NXT that we know. It just feels like not a developmental brand. Just feels like a third. It feels like ECW when it was on television.
ECW was sort of used to promote new stars, and a video in Adam Wood book video on
YouTube,
Parts Unknown on YouTube, he said that that the WWE ECW was essentially proto NXT.
Yeah, but I gotta say this here, folks, but I can kind of understand why a lot of people gave that. I mean, I gave it a shot myself, but to me it just feels kind of weird considering that their very first rebranding episode, the main event was a wedding, not a fatal 4-way match for the biggest title in NXT.
I agree with you on that wholeheartedly, shockingly, because I usually get into an argument with you somehow.
Yes, but
yeah, I watched it, and like the first episode was okay, but the wedding was kind of weird. And also, can we just mention how, though, according to the actual WWE app, which I use to check the roster and whatnot,
yeah,
William Regal is still a part of the NXT roster. Yeah, we
That
haven't
is,
seen him since the first episode of NXT 2.0.
yeah,
What's
that
up with
is,
that?
yeah. I'm completely. What the hell's going on? But I'm about to agree with you on that. But it's so weird because I've honestly kind of wondering, are the superstars the GM? Who the hell is running the show?
I mean, aside from the producers
Yeah,
backstage.
besides from the producers, I mean, like, who's running it on screen?
The world may never know.
I mean, to be honest with everyone, I don't really care how you feel, but does it just me or does it feel like the superstars could go out there and be like, I want a match with this guy? Okay, it'll happen next week.
I mean, challenges like that aren't uncommon in the wrestling business. They're just not that frequent.
Yeah. So tell me, I mean, NXT seems okay and all, but I don't know. Just NXT's just it
Please,
doesn't.
Triple H, take the reins back from your father-in-law. NXT needs it to survive.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. With how many people NXT has lost, and I know that article also has states that people could possibly lose their jobs, which I quite frankly wouldn't be surprised because this is
Considering WWE's state at this point, it's practically a given.
Yeah, but I honestly feel that NXT is good, but what is WWE's plan if this rebranding doesn't work? Are they gonna go back to what it was actually good? Because I would actually want to watch the show, but now I don't really care.
The problem that NXT 2.0 has
Yes.
is Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard. They're the
Yes.
ones currently like running the show, and that's why I think Triple H should come back, and it might get good if he takes the reins back. Because one, NXT is Triple H's brainchild,
Yes.
and two, Triple H has an eye for talent.
Yeah, cause okay, you want to talk
Isn't
about
he
it?
like the executive president of talent relations or something, or is that his wife?
No, I believe that's his job. But I feel personally that NXT without Triple H, I don't know. I feel like NXT, the Black and Gold brand is on life support.
It is. And it's not even the black and gold brand anymore. It's the to reference a WWE video game, it's the Art Number 7 movie brand because it has like the paint splatter
Agree.
and everything.
Yeah, I want to say this before we end the topic, but I don't really get the new logo. I just think it looks ridiculous in hell. I'm surprised they haven't redesigned any of the titles.
And we got 10 seconds, so we're going to take a quick break before moving on to the next topic. And we're back, obviously, if you couldn't tell by my cohort's failed attempt at a Mortal Kombat reference.
Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, that movie flopped, so why should you references?
Fair enough.
Anyways.
Hey, it's my job to roast you. Now your job to roast me.
Let's face it, it's our job to roast each other.
Okay, fair enough. What's the topic?
Anyways, the next topic is the potential dropping of the NXT Cruiserweight Championship.
But I mean,
and I don't mean the retirement of that title.
Which honestly would be quite welcomed.
I mean, it's getting a new name, this is a potential spoiler for what's happening this Sunday.
But then
I say potential, but anything can happen in the world of professional wrestling, so we're not sure.
Yeah, fair enough. The potential spoiler is the challenger is going to win. That's it.
Yeah, and the title is going to be renamed the All-Encompassing Championship to fit the challenger's woke gimmick, which is
My
stupid.
my question is this. Would that also title get a new redesign, I'm wondering?
Honestly, with the paint aesthetic, I wouldn't be surprised if he just spray painted all encompassing on the title.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with all
Like
you
what the
people.
NWO did back in WCW.
Yeah, but like I'm gonna be honest, I don't personally watch 205 Live, neither does my cohort anyway, but that's not the point. The point is, what is the point? Like actually, what is the point of having 205 Live when the NXT, when the cruiserweight title is a part of NXT?
That's actually a good point. I gotta give him that. I mean, personally, in my opinion, we don't have the right to judge anything we don't watch.
But who cares?
I'm leaving that burp in if you heard it. The mic might not have picked it up.
Oh, I believe it did.
Yeah, it might have, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but tell me, how do you feel about this whole woke title, whatever the fuck?
I mean, it's dumb. Like, and it's arguably the longest name a WWE championship has had in its history. Because the full name would be the WWE NXT All-Encompassing Championship.
That is a goddamn mouthful.
That's longer than WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, but okay, you want to hear a hot topic is? Well, not too bad, but I think the guy's character is, from what I have seen, kind of interesting. But I think the whole making the title all encompassing might make for a good,
It'll basically become the NXT version of the 24/7 Championship.
Yeah.
Which is currently held by a woman, Dana Brooke,
who has been employed by the company for 7 years and finally won her first title, which is just sad.
Hey, I was just surprised that Reginald lost the title.
All right, yeah, but I personally believe that the NXT Cruiserweight Championship, I don't really, I will watch, I'm going to put this on the record, literally, I will watch one episode just to see if it's honestly even good because, to be honest, I feel like they shouldn't really have a weight division on the Cruiserweight title because that way you could have more entertaining matches instead of the same people going after the title over and over and over again.
But, honestly, I'm not sure if 205 Live is worth the watch. I'm going to watch an episode too. I just want to see how small the roster is.
Yeah, because most of the roster, for those of you who have been living underneath the rock, most of the roster has been fired. Probably.
Yeah, I would. Is Drake Maverick still the GM or whatever?
Well, no, he got fired.
That shows you how long wait, he got fired again?
Well, remember he was one of those releases with John Morrison?
Right. Sorry, there have been so many releases from WWE, it's hard to keep track.
Fair enough.
But we got about
who cares?
Left.
It doesn't matter what's on the stupid timer.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to rack up this segment in that amount of time.
Yeah.
And this shows that my cohort doesn't know how a podcast works.
Yeah, well, whatever, just...
So...
Yeah.
So, final thoughts on this topic? World Championship is dumb. And honestly, I kind of hope Roderick wins so that doesn't come to fruition.
My final thoughts is, I think the title is, I think it's dumb but I also believe that the having the NXT Cruiserweight title on NXT is a smart move. But I don't really care about the title, and it doesn't really feel that important to NXT in general.
And we're going to take a quick break. And we're back for our final topic.
Prediction battle.
Yes, and I know what you're thinking. Isn't it too soon?
Hey, who
Because
cares?
we literally just had one for the Survivor Series pay-per-view. Yes. I know.
It's
but-
WWE, people.
But people, War Games is this Sunday. What fun is a prediction battle if you do it after the actual event that you're going to be watching?
Besides, WWE does one like every month, and this is the only pay-per-view until day 1
Which is January 1st, 2022.
in Atlanta, Georgia.
I doubt you're going to get tickets for it, but maybe you will for Hanukkah or Christmas.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's continue.
Anyways, why don't you run down the card? We'll discuss a little bit, and at the end, we'll do predictions and we'll reveal the punishment.
Okay. The first match of the card, and by the way, folks, there are literally only 2 championship matches. It's a weird pay-per-view. Don't ask me why. But Raquel Gonzalez.
The women's. I believe you're talking about the women's War Game match.
Yeah, the women's War Games is Raquel Gonzalez, Yui Aya Soho, Corden Jade, and Keta Del Rey versus Diana.
Toxic Attraction and Dakota Kai.
Yes, thank you. You can edit that.
I don't know if there's enough of a soundbite to edit that.
Anyway, but the second match is for who the hell cares about this, a hair versus hair match.
Oh my god, I forgot that was made official this past Tuesday.
And then we also have the Imperium versus Kyle O'Reilly and Von
Wheeler or some shit.
Yeah, and
like
Von
that?
Wilder, I believe. And then we have the NXT Cruiserweight Championship match, and then we have Black and Gold versus 2.0.
Yep.
Which the participants are Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Pete Dunne, and LA Knight versus Braun Baker, the North American Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Wilder, and Tony Nese. And Tony something. I don't know.
Tony Nese got fired, dude. He's a part of AEW, I think. Or is it Impact? I don't remember which show I saw him on.
Anyway, yeah. That's the matches.
Alright.
Only 5.
Yeah.
Which
they're gonna have to be long matches, dude.
Yes. Alright. Round. Alright. The first. Alright. Would you want to
We sort of covered one of the matches in our last segment because it was literally the topic of our last segment.
Yeah, all right, Matthew. I'll go first. I'm gonna choose for the War Games. And by the way, the War Games will work the same way as the Survivor Series. We'll just pick teams. I'm gonna go with the Black and Gold War.
Alright, I have to go
team.
Paint Splatter team. I will never not call it that.
I mean, they do have the advantage for that, so.
True.
But
that just means they get the first entrant out of the shark cage.
Yes, and then we have, all right, we have the women's War Games.
I guess I'll pick first for this one, I'm guessing, and we might
Sure,
go back and forth.
sure, whatever.
All right. My pick is Toxic Attraction and Dakota Kai.
My picks is, well, it's kind of obvious. It's
Yeah,
the
you
other
you have to do. Oh, okay. I may actually choose, or should we do like we
It
choose
doesn't matter.
faces and heels because Toxic
Yeah,
Attraction is like and
I'll choose.
Dakota all heels.
Okay, we should probably just flop because you're the baby face.
Yeah.
And besides, heels are willing to do much more. With war games, they'll be willing to do a lot more.
And I just noticed I also have the advantage for that War Games match.
Wait. So Matthew, you're locking in Toxic Attraction team, right?
They
Or do you want to flop? I don't care.
You know what? I'll lock in with Toxic Attraction despite the fact that they have the disadvantage.
Okay, I'll go with the other team.
Yeah, that way we each have a War Games with an advantage pick.
And then we have, oh crap, we have the who do you care about winning the hair versus hair match?
Honestly, either of them would look funny bald. But I'm gonna go with Mr. Bitcoin investor Cameron Grimes.
Okay, I'll go with his opponent.
Yeah, what's his opponent's like Duke Hudson or something, right?
Yep, and then we have the tag team title match.
I'm gonna go with the team that Kyle O'Reilly's on. The only remaining member of the OG Undisputed Era
Besides
in NXT. I
Oh,
said
yeah.
OG, pre Roderick Strong.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose Imperium, and then we also got that we got the NXT the NXT Cruiserweight title.
I feel like we already discussed this topic. See last segment for reference.
Yep.
And who do you got for that match, Travis?
I got the champion.
So you're just praying that Roderick Strong doesn't lose.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, I guess I got his opponent, whose name escapes my mind.
Joe Gacy.
Thank you. Yeah, that woke guy.
Yeah, and another reason, is because he also has the Diamond Mine backing him up.
True. And as for punishments, we're not doing another embarrassing auditory one.
No, it's worse.
This time, the loser has to watch a
bad
horrible Superman
superhero
I messed
movie.
up superhero movie. Yes, my choice if I win will be Superman 4: The Quest for Hope.
So wait. So wait. Is if you win, that's the movie I have to watch?
Yes.
Okay. To clarify, so if you win, I have to watch the Quest for Peace.
Yeah, that.
Okay, and if I win, the movie you will have to watch, and I actually have thought about this throughout this entire episode. You will have to watch what's it called? The 2011 Green Lantern movie.
All right, I sat through that in theaters, I'm pretty sure. I think I can stomach it again.
Actually, you know what? No. Yep, wait, no, I'm changing it to... Yeah, okay, fine. That's the movie.
All right, so we're almost out of time, so let's wrap it up here. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week with more debates and discussions. But until then, the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will still be at odds.
Peace out, losers.
Bye.